Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss story writing. In your class, we had discussed how to write a notice, how to write a message, formal letter, informal letter, and now we are going to discuss about story writing. A story is one of the most famous and oldest form of written composition. Now we all know that notice, message, these are recent. These are not oldest form of written composition, but story writing is one of the oldest form, and it also has its source in the bedtime stories. It was verbally told earlier. Now it's written. It is a creative art that requires a good sense of imagination, humor, and language usage. When you are writing this form of creative piece, when you are writing a story, you should have a good imagination, you should have good humor, and you should have good command over language, and your vocabulary should be broad, so you will be able to write properly. A good story is well written, well organized, and meaningful. A good story is well written. It is written in proper words are selected to write that story, and it is well organized means it should have a proper beginning, middle, and end. We'll discuss this later. A good story should have a proper beginning, proper middle, and end, and these three should be well related to each other, and it should also have a meaning. The reader reading the story can well make out the meaning of the story, what the writer is going to say. If it is not meaningful, then that story is not good. It tells about an event, fact, or it could be purely fictional. Now story can be about an event, a particular event that happened, or it may be a fact, or it may be purely fictional. But all stories serve a major purpose. They have a moral and therefore teach a lesson. Now, whether it is about a particular event, whether it is about a fact, or it is imaginative, one purpose is served by all stories, that is, it has a moral lesson, and that is why it is included in the syllabus, because the children reading the story can derive a moral lesson, they can learn a moral lesson from it and imbibe that value in them. Now, while writing a story, there are a few elements, there are few things that should be kept in mind. Key elements of story. Just like a tasty dish requires several elements, similarly, a good story has many key elements. Whenever we are cooking something, we are making something, we are making a dish, there are many things. If there are many things needed, if one of the things is missing, the dish doesn't become tasty. Similarly, when you are preparing to write a story, when you are thinking of writing a story, you should be knowing few points, few elements that a story should have, because if these elements are not there, then the story will not be a good story. First one is plot or theme. Now we all know that story means it tells us about a plot. For example, we have read the story of the farmer and the axe, the cunning fox and the crow. We have read the story about the pitcher and the crow. So there are many stories there. It tells us about the theme. Every story should have a well outlined theme or plot around which it is woven. The plot should be well thought out in advance so that there is no confusion while writing a story. It should be kept simple and interesting. Now, the first thing that is needed to write a story is a theme. You should have a theme to write a story around which the all the story is woven, and when you are beginning to write a story, you should think about that theme or the plot in advance, and it should be simple, the plot should be simple, and it should be interesting. Title. An interesting and relevant title gives a story a good boost and creates curiosity among the readers. Now, the story that you are going to write, the theme about which you are going to write, should also be given a title by the writer, and the title should be apt, it should be relevant to what you are writing in the story, and it should be an interesting one. It is the title which attract the readers to read the story. Title should be such that it should be catchy and it should create curiosity among the readers, so that they might get interested in reading the story. If the title is not interesting, then the reader might not read the story. Setting or time period. A story is always set in a specific setting, indicating time, place clearly. Now, a story should also have a setting. Setting means a place. When you are telling a story, the story might have taken place in a particular place, but particular locality, and that locality or place should be mentioned about in the story. Characters, they are the lifeline of any story, so they should be interesting, lifelike, and inspiring. Now characters are the most important thing in the story. They are the lifeline, so the characters would also be interesting. 2 to 3 or maximum 4 characters should be enough in a short story writing. And the characters should be lifelike means the characters should be as we can imagine in a real life. Those characters which are available in real life, it should not be something superhuman, and it should be inspiring. Dilemma or conflict. Generally, a story shows a dilemma or conflict between two sides, that is good and bad, through its characters, ideologies, etc., to serve its purpose. Now, a story should also has a dilemma or conflict, that is the problem. If a story doesn't have a problem, then it will not move forward. A story always has a problem which is solved at the end, and this conflict might be between two sides, one is good and one is bad, and at the end the good is rewarded and the bad is punished. And so it should have a dilemma, it should have a conflict. Structure. A well planned story has a proper structure, a beginning, middle, and ending. The beginning should be punchy. It should be able to captivate readers' attention and introduce the theme of the story in few words. Now, a well planned story, a good, well written story, should have a proper beginning, a middle, and an end. In the beginning, the theme is introduced to the readers, and in the beginning should be punchy or catchy, that it can attract the reader's attention. And middle part should relate to the plot of the story and can have subplots. In the middle part of the story, the main problem, the main conflict is revealed. The end should be appropriate and include the moral of the story. In the end, the problem that the story has will be solved, and it will also provide us a moral lesson. So, a well written story has a beginning, a middle, and an end. A story can be well written with or without the help of visual verbal inputs. Now, a story, when you are asked to write a story in an examination or in a class, you might be given a visual input. You might be given a picture, and on the basis of that picture, you will build the story. Or sometimes you might be given few hints, few points written. On the basis of those points, you have to build a story. To conclude, a good story should be fascinating and well organized. All the details should be planned out in advance so as to rule out any discrepancy or irrelevant information. A good story is always well organized and it is fascinating. So when you're beginning to write a story, you should plan in advance what will be the setting, who will be the characters, what is the conflict in the play, what is the conflict in the story, and what is the theme. All these things should be kept in mind. Only then a story will be a good story, and this will also wipe out the chances of getting irrelevant information written in the story. The ideas events should be arranged sequentially with interesting twists and turns to maintain the element of surprise or expectation in the story. Now, the ideas or events which are explained in the story, which are told in the story, should be arranged sequentially, and there should be interesting twists and turns which makes the story interesting, and there will also be a element of surprise for the readers in the story.